welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different in this video. I'm going to do a voiceover in this section to spill some tea in my course. There's a lot of things to cover, so I'm just gonna talk about it as quickly as possible. So today I was having my assessed presentation on the exhibition that we co-curated as a group for our degree show. Now I'm not going to explain the curatorial concept of this show because it's just going to take so long to explain everything. I mentioned before that this entire show was made out of maybe 25 students in our year group, and we were split into 4 different groups. So there was like a concept group, object selection, an audience, and the spatial. And I was in the spatial group, which was responsible for creating that online platform for this show to be displayed. And the drama that I really wanted to address today in this video was that my tutor, who was leading the student group in this show, withdrew from teaching 2 weeks, okay? 2 weeks before our exhibition opens. After we got that message, the course leader basically set up a meeting for individual groups, and we had no idea what it was about. We thought it might be just an update about our progress, or maybe the course leader wanted to lead us on this project. So I think we were the last group to have that meeting, and he had a really bad temper already built up at the start of the meeting. He basically gaslighted us on how we don't have progress in this project, which is untrue. And he kept on suggesting that we weren't doing any work, which I have no idea where this came from. And I've been supporting this project not only in my own group, but also to other groups as well. And I felt really hurt by his comments. My group had 5 people, and 2 of them never really did anything. They always came up with excuses, and I was the one pushing things to get it done, talking to the designer to complete tasks, ideas, discussions, meetings, and I was carrying the entire group throughout the whole project. And I actually just did a lot of work, and how my course leader phrased things just didn't seem to appreciate me at all. And how he was asking us to provide information on what we were doing and what individually we were responsible for, how he phrased stuff. There seemed to be no handover between the tutor who resigned and this course leader, which I find really strange. In my course, there's only 1 course leader and like 2 tutors, 1 full-time, 1 maybe part-time. And it just doesn't make sense for me to think that they don't have communication. Despite we had this meeting with the course leader, which was very serious, there was no sign that we were receiving help from any member of staff on our degree show. And of course, a lot of people started to panic as we just didn't know what to expect. I think a lot of people just gave up, but because I and some of the students really valued this final exhibition because it was our graduate show going to be displayed on campus, we sort of led the student group in the final 2 weeks. But because I was the only student who spoke Mandarin within those students who wanted to sort of hold this show together, I had like maybe 6 or 7 students DMing me, asking me about stuff. While it's not even my responsibility, it's not a thing that my group was supposed to do, and I almost got an absolute burnout from this. Like, the level of independence in the student group was so low that I started to become the tutor. And I told them that I wasn't really responsible of that section of work and they should discuss with their own group. And to be fair, I was trying to communicate in a very professional way, like a workplace, but I'm not too sure if they took it really personally or not. And this whole project just burnt me out completely. Like, I've never expected myself to become a tutor in a university that's ranked in the top 5 maybe, that I paid for like $23,000 a year. Of course, I'm sort of proud that we held this show together and I was able to help a lot of people and pull through super difficult time in the last 2 weeks of the semester. But I was just so disappointed that no staff was willing to help us on this. And this was the degree show that this course will be represented by. So my course leader loves using art jargon in critiques. And in my presentation, he tried to ask what the meaning of our composition of the artworks were, and then he used the specific term juxtaposition. So the juxtaposition of the artworks wasn't actually a main focus in our exhibition making. So I did briefly mention it in my presentation, but I don't think he listened. So I explained again that the artworks were grouped together according to their media. So for example, films were grouped together, the same artists were grouped together, and maybe if they conveyed the same meaning, they were grouped together. But then he was unhappy about my explanation. I don't know why. He often does this in critiques, and to be honest, I feel I was a little bit gaslit, mostly due to him thinking that I didn't understand what juxtaposition was, and he kept on repeating to explain what he meant by juxtaposition, which I know, but I can't really tell him that we didn't focus on that part, or else he would say that, oh, it's an important part of exhibition making and then you should have focus on that. But in reality, not everything in exhibition making can be purposeful and significant. There's always some parts that you need to sort of amplify, and we amplify the exhibition concept in spatial development instead of the grouping of artworks. The other tutor who was in the presentation was the tutor that was leading us and withdrew from teaching. And she was probably aware that we didn't emphasize on juxtapositions. And she was a little bit, I think I was speechless and she was as well. And she finally interrupted our conversation because time was up, and thank God, because I cannot continue this conversation with my course leader because I don't know why he's just trying to find flaws in my presentation, and I don't know, I just feel really tired while talking to him. Now that I've finally finished with the rant, let's go back to my regular vlog content.